ready to stand.
As it stands today, we will be back for him. Let me tell you.
Yes,
You see, when you talk about command and control in leadership, I give it to IPOB. When they tested it and they find out it's not federal government that regulated the Sitathome. It is IPOB. They know what to do at any particular time. We must give it to them 100%. It's more powerful. Rising up for you. We saw it clearly when it comes, but some people took it voluntarily that this is the only thing I needed to do. But I was watching a documentary by a Jewish analyst. By a Jewish analyst yesterday. He said he get to a point in 1967, 68 or thereabout, where every day 5,000 Biafrans are being killed. 5,000 on daily basis. Anybody that said that they will not be sit at home on 30th May, mandatory. Mandatory, it's mandatory. I'm not talking about Monday sit at home, but you see 30th May, the day Biafra was declared as a sovereign nation, recognized by at least 5 countries of the world, same day. We will celebrate the calamity of Gowon and Muslim Nigeria. You know, understand what I mean? That war was fought between Muslim Nigerian and Christian Biafrans. That was the center of the attraction.
Muslims or Hausa Muslims?
But I'm telling you, when I say Muslim Nigeria, now you know where you stand. I don't know where I say Nigeria. Yeah, no, I didn't mention it. You understand what I'm saying? So that was what happened. So federal government, it has been on since that time. Every year it happens in Israel. Holocaust. They still talk about Holocaust today. How over 6 million Jews were killed in a particular day. They know how they kill them. They kill them. They walk into their chambers. Which you can see that kind of thing. But today, Israel has become a nation and has said it. Never again in the history of Israel will such thing repeat itself. Today, even though Macron and all of them are trying to go and listen to what Benjamin Netanyahu told France, Britain, and whether that guy from Australia or thereabout. Clearly, stay away. If France stay, call them Macron, stay away. Stay away. They need to understand that one day Biafra will become a nation that will come to reality. There's no two ways about it. That consciousness is there. Biafra will be the first Jewish black nation in the world. Okay, let us mourn over 6 million Biafrans or more than. Are you talking about? See, the only thing that there was wheels against the Biafrans was the weapon of starvation. If not with starvation, we're going to see the fight and reach now. Tell you. But that's away from that. Sorry to interrupt you.
But does Monday Sitathome still exist?
That's what I'm saying. Voluntarily.
The National Security Advisor said.
But you see, because they're the one that did it. They're not the one that did it.
Who did it?
Yes, that's what I said. The IPOB command is about command and control.
Of the Nigerian
no, nobody was involved in. See, are you going to drive people outside? They discovered that, I said it here on this platform, that strategy, that's what they said, that IPOB is about command and control. You know what I mean by command? You have to be very dynamic in leadership. You know? But some people voluntarily said, this thing has never happened. We will continue in it. That's what happened. They see Sitathome in other states, in some places. I can tell you that. But the umbrella body that of which every structure runs has said it, that based on this, for this reason and that. Bro, do you know even in Sitathome day, governors sit at home, police sit at home, army sit at home, Gary seller sit at home, Aboki Fulani where they hide, he sit at home too. But nothing moves. May 30 is all over the world. Both those who in Lagos voluntarily But see, the entire Biafra land is Sitathome. For those who are in Lagos, they feel they want to, okay, continue. But remember, there was a certain time Masob declared Sitathome all over Nigeria.
And they affect Lagos.
Lagos don't sit at home. They sat at home. But we're not talking about that. You know, what we are saying is that the reality of Biafra recognition, the plight of the Igbo people. Because because Igbo people seem to be the major tribe, you know, but they are not the only one involved. So it is in solidarity of the war that was triggered as a result of, you know, incompetence on the side of Nigeria and of course the war.
All right, you want to say something, or we should just go straight to what?
Thank you for giving me opportunity. At least I'm not an Igbo. My name is Adewale Femi, but at least I'm a human being, and I can say one or two things to concerning what Oye saying. I've been saying.
Was Nuhu Ribadu saying the truth, or you were just trying to make the government look good?
Yes,
you know, he was talking about the achievements of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
He's doing his duty
on security.
Yes, he's doing his duty, and nobody will say his own mama soup is not sweet. So that is what Nuhu Ribadu. But that battle they cannot win it. Yes, because when they say people sit at home, and people say we want to sit at home, are you going to be going inside and be dragging them out? No, I've not seen a government that you say you must come out. So you are not going to be going inside people's house and drag them out. No. So what they're waiting for, the problem is that what things fall apart is sweet southeast now. Things fall apart because the power of the day does not have the grip upon the citizen again. There is that lacuna very wide. So if IPOB issue one thing like this, in fact, no governor can reverse it in the southeast. All the governor put together, they cannot reverse it because people, they do it themselves. They don't do something that deserve respect. Okay, we are talking. They don't deserve respect. Imagine Enugu. When you reach Enugu, at least 99.9% of people in Enugu, they will be Christian. Why establish a Muslim pilgrimage agency in Enugu State? Can we find something like that in Sokoto? A Christian pilgrimage something? I'm not sure. They don't behave like somebody that deserve respect. Look at what they say. What Soludo said, that they are promising to be governor.
Yaradua
family has promised him to be governor of Anambra. Do we need promise from Yaradua family? Before Igbo people decide who will govern them. And I wonder, in a state like Anambra, where they have APGA, a traditionally Igbo party that used to respect Ojuku, nobody has ever been able to win that state apart from APGA. No party. What are you looking for from Fulani? So they are behaving like Omoju Orolari. I don't know their problem. All these leaders, all of them put together, Benjamin Kalu, Ojuso Kalu, all of them, they don't behave like somebody that is responsible. So how do you command respect? You cannot command it. So that they are now giving every day that gap is continuously widening. They are the one that's giving IPOB chance to root them. As simple as that.
All right, away from that, let's quickly look into what's happening in Akwa Ibom as regards the defection saga that is going on in the country. Governor Eno has told his appointees that if they don't defect with him, there'll be a problem. It's better they resign. But as a democratically elected governor, does he have that right to force anybody or his appointees to follow him to another party? And where are we heading to under the watch of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as elections is concerned? Elections are concerned in Nigeria.
In as much Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying to control the entire South, maybe he's trying to, like someone was just saying, you know, it's another new political realignment, and people need to understand and key into the agenda. You understand? That kind of agenda, we don't know where it's actually heading to, whether it is going to bring good or it's going to bring bad at the end of the day. You know, we just, like I said before, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is an expert in dark politics. You know, so if the lawmakers are not sure of the beginning and I'm not sure of the end, you know, they'll be foot dragging. But the issue of, you know, trying to constrain people to buy into this kind of agenda, simply because Akpabio is your brother, or simply because, Akpabio, you perceive that, what kind of, whatever synergy there exists between Akpabio and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and that for that reason, you are supposed to be in that part. And secondly, the governors now are too comfortable because of the kind of allocation that is flowing now. Very well. They have so much money, But I said it yesterday. The same thing Omar he said. Go and look at the response of Ebonyi people. They said they are not going to join him. That is also extend their message to Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the end of the day. Now, this one is saying you don't need to force your lawmakers to join you wherever you are going. Because the more you pronounce it, they are not kids. Those lawmakers that you're seeing there, they're not kids. They represent the people. They represent constituencies. You understand? So let him continue to do what he feels is right, or the best way he want to initiate his campaign agenda or policy or program is by making sure that the entire South, come down to Abuja and kneel before APC. Then he says the president says he's expecting more defections. You understand? But on that note, look at also from the other angle. Is it a good one? Because the North will be looking at what he is trying to do at this particular time, and they might decide to prepare their own northern governors. At the end of the day, they will take that immediate decision. Remember, people need to understand that we saw what happened to Wike during the convention. Just that minute, they beat Wike hands down. They didn't make noise about it.
Too Fulani.
Nikin was everywhere. Even at that day of the saw, Tamba just picked his mic and said, this is the direction we are going. And that was the end of Wike. You understand? So, I said that it's too early to start showing that kind of yellow card or red card, to the Northerners, because you don't know, these Northerners, they behave somehow politically. When it matters, before forget that they are saying APC governors, Northern APC governors, they'll come again. But the reality on ground, does not show they are aligning with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, come 2027.
Yeah, Mr. Femi, is this not an act of putting one's interest above the will of the people?
From the
side move by
Eno is very, very wrong. And you will have applied diplomacy more than this. It will be baffle somebody when you see some people in that kind of position, office, not being diplomatic enough. Of course, who are the people that this guy is addressing? They are your appointee, people that you have constitutional rights to appoint or fire any moment. If you say you want to reshuffle your cabinet now, nobody will ask you. There is nothing. Nobody will ask question about it. The reshuffling of the cabinet is within your power. So you can do it without attached political motive to it. Even people might know that there is political, motive behind it, but you shouldn't have come out like that in the open and say it. It's very, very wrong, and it's like the man has been intoxicated with the power. He has seen the kind of romance he want to be enjoying with the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his brother. So it's over. Enjoy.
Akwa is from Akwa Ibom.
It's from Akwa Ibom. Yes, it's from Akwa Ibom.
What do you think is the brain behind
that? That is what I'm saying now. So I don't know what they are promising or what they have discussed with him, but he has been carried away with the future he's seen in the step we want to take. So and he forgets to apply wisdom. Even when you are rushing to somewhere, you have to apply wisdom so that you will not forget something important, or you will not commit an error that will disallow you to come back home. So it should have applied more diplomacy. You don't need to attach that one. Simple, I want to reshuffle my cabinet. Nothing. Nobody will ask you questions about that one.
All right, away from that, let's quickly go to another story. El-Rufai's son backing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Can you trust him?
The same boy that came out some time ago when El-Rufai made the initial movement, and he said, I think Obi is a better person. He has been involved with APC for some time now, and through Sheyi Tinubu, they were all colleagues in the corridors of power. Some things might have gone to the extent that influenced that statement. So his father can be there. He said to be there. It's his own personal interest. You understand? But what I'm saying is that he cannot be able to command the kind of influence El-Rufai commands politically. So that is, for me, I don't think it's too important to discuss El-Rufai, but I think he's a lawmaker or something. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. It does not have that charisma because of.
Does he have any value? Does he have any value to
it does
the
not.
ambition of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
No, maybe within his constituency alone, and I can guarantee it's not going to be up to maybe 10,000 votes. So, but the fact is that he's leveraging on his father's popularity, on his father's stand politically or space, to make that kind of statement, which I know when the codes become very clear, we will now know the direction the coalition is heading to. For now, it is still very not very clear.
Yeah, why the sudden support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Let me tell you,
that his father has defected.
He himself was busy criticizing administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But this thing that just happened demonstrates the kind of politician we have in this country. It's a politics of interest, where your interests lie. And he and his father, they will have come together and reason, Daddy, look at what is happening from this angle and look at it before I cross. It's Daddy that has experience in the business. We tell him that remain there. It doesn't matter. Let me stay here. You stay in that place. Don't let us put our egg in one basket. If you go from in that side, do you know what they are dangling in the press? You don't know Tinubu. Do you know what they are dangling in the face of that guy? And we are talking about new gems. When new gens are talking, the way they will discuss is different. So if you see two elder brothers fighting, their children, they will go and be enjoying a palmy under tree and talk about girlfriend. It doesn't concern them. They say, that is my daddy and your daddy. That is your own wahala. So that is what is happening there. I've seen two biggest Fuji artists here where they are fighting. Their son, they will be communicating. Even at the time, they want to marry each other. So it's not. It's a two different thing. Seyi Tinubu, El-Rufai's son. Both of them, do you know the kind of thing that is going on between them? And like father, like son, that is what Seyi is. Do you know what Seyi is trying to,
go behind the scene?
Behind the scene. So I'm not surprised, and it may be from his father that stay there. Let me stay here. All right. Thank you so much, gentlemen. I really appreciate it.
To stand.